afternoon. What's going on, everybody? I don't know how many people are actually in here right now. This thing gets slower and slower every day. Let's see here. As of right now, it is only showing you, Hannah. Oh, nope. Emily popped in. Haley popped in. Okay, I got a few people coming in. I'm just waiting a second because I know sometimes with Twitch it does the ads and stuff like that. So want to make sure everybody gets in okay. I'm actually, for the people that are in here already, we are going to do the whole thing, which is really just 3 questions, and we're not going to be solving anything. We're just setting them up. So no solving today, just setting up some word problems, and then be good to go. Oh, you didn't get an ad? Oh. Sometimes when people like first sign in, they do. I could force ads on all of you guys so I can get paid. I could force like 120-second or 2-minute ad on you guys, and it's like for every, I forget how many seconds, for every person that watches it, I get like a fraction of a penny. So since there's only like 5 people, 6 people in here, I would make a total of like maybe half a penny. I'll be rolling in the big bucks. All right. So, as far as this lesson goes, I'm not going to do the warm-up with you guys. The warm-ups is if we were actually in class. I'm just going to focus on the 3 problems. It's really just an extension on what we did yesterday with the 3x3 systems, except on here, we're just writing the equations. We're not solving anything. So I told you guys when it comes to these word problems, I know a lot of you guys hate doing word problems. So I'm going to show you guys that 3x3 systems are actually not as bad as regular word problems that are out there. So when you go to actually solve these out, almost every sentence is one equation. So I'm going to highlight this into 3 different parts. So the first part says that the sum of 3 numbers is 4. That is actually an equation in itself. There's 3 numbers. We don't know what the 3 numbers are, so you just have to pick 3 different letters. I'm going to use X, Y, and Z because that's what we've been using. We just have to make sure, and I mean technically we're supposed to make sure. I'm not going to take off points if you forget to do this. We have to make a let statement. So if we're choosing the letters X, Y, and Z, you guys may remember from like middle school and early high school, like early algebra, you guys were taught to do let statements to represent each variable. X would just be the first number, Y would be the second number, and Z would be the third number. I'm writing Z again. So I'm not going to make that a requirement if I'm checking your homework assignments and stuff. If you didn't do the let statement, you solved everything correctly, I'm happy. But the reason why we do that is like, for example, number 2, it's going to be talking about food items. And if you just write X, Y, and Z, I don't know which food item is what. So anyways, in this case, now we can create our first equation. It says the sum of 3 numbers is 4. Sum just means addition. And we said that 3 numbers are X, Y, and Z. So we're just going to add all 3 of those variables together and set it equal to 4. That is the first equation. Now, because there are 3 numbers and we don't know what those 3 numbers are, we know we're going to be working with a 3x3 system because there's 3 variables. So we have to figure out 2 more equations. So the second equation, again, it's normally split up sentence by sentence. So the second sentence should represent the second equation. So it says the first number minus twice the second minus the third is 1. Okay, so it says the first number, which in this case we said is X, minus twice the second, so minus twice the second we said is Y, minus the third, which is Z, is equal to 1. Just breaking them down, creating the equations, good to go. The third sentence is going to represent the third equation. Oops. So when we go to do the third, what the heck happened? That is not a highlighter. Try this again. All right. So it says twice the first number minus the second minus twice the third is negative 1. So it says twice the first, so we have 2x minus the second, which is just y, minus twice the third is equal to negative 1. So that's all I'm doing with you guys on this video today. I'm just creating the equations, and then we're done. If you want to do more practice and you want to solve it out, be my guest. I'm not requiring you guys to do that because you're going to have some on the homework that you're going to have to solve out anyways. Okay? So I'm going to go down to the very next question. Same setup, just working our way through it. Unless you guys have a question on the first one, but I think number 1 was pretty self-explanatory. If I go down to question number 2. So in question number 2, it's going to be very, very similar. Each sentence is pretty much going to represent an equation, except for the first sentence, because in this case it says recent studies indicate that a teenager should ingest no more than 300 milligrams of cholesterol per day. That's just stating a fact. It's not giving us any information to create an equation. So the first sentence is just a fact. It's nothing really that important. It's just, I guess, knowledge to help you guys understand that you shouldn't be eating a lot of cholesterol per day because it's bad for you. So it says, by eating 1 egg, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of pizza, a teenager would ingest 302 milligrams of cholesterol. So they're saying that is bad for your health. And I actually created this problem 2-3 years ago. This is actually like true facts. These aren't made up numbers or anything like that. So we just have to make sure we're creating our equations. And in order to do so, we just have to create a let statement. So you can use any letter you want. If you want to continue using X, Y, and Z, you can. I'm going to make it easier on ourselves, and I'm just going to use the letters E, C, and P. Because E would just represent eggs. I don't know why I'm spelling it with a Q. C would represent the cupcake. And P is the pizza. So we can figure out that first equation by just looking at that first sentence. We can set that up because it says if you're eating 1 egg, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of pizza, it's 302. That means you're just adding them all together. So I'm just saying E plus C plus P is equal to 302. That's the first equation. Thank you, Chris. I don't know if you're actually in here. Second one, it says that if a teen eats 2 cupcakes and 3 slices of pizza, they would ingest 65 milligrams of cholesterol. So if I go to solve this one out, teen eats 2 cupcakes, so we know we have 2C, and 3 slices of pizza plus 3P. This one has nothing to do with eggs, so there should be no E in the equation. And that's going to equal 65. We have our second equation done. And then the last sentence is saying by eating 2 eggs and 1 cupcake, the teen consumes 567 milligrams of cholesterol. So again, we're just writing it out. It says that we have 2 eggs and we only have 1 cupcake, and that's 567. So again, we're just creating them. If you want to solve it, go for it. I'm not looking for any of that. Okay. So if you have no questions with that, we'll just leave it there. If you do have a question, I'll go back and help you guys out with it. The last question is actually the easiest one, because sometimes you guys will see 3x3 systems and it's given to you in a table. And when it's given to you in a table, you can really just pretty much take the information right from the table and create your overall equation. So the only information that we actually need from the word problem is the collection of the videos they have. So there's 3 different collections here. They have a collection of general videos. They have a collection of children videos. And they also have a collection of action videos, which it's not there. I forgot to put in the word. That last one's supposed to be action videos. So it says that the general rental is for all 3 of those. 55% of comedy, 65% of drama, 60% of action. And it shows it for every single category. General, children, and then total videos for sale. Oh, no, okay, I see. So it was just listing the total number of videos for each one. So what I'm going to do is on the table, it's saying that we have a total of 3405 general videos. So that's why I'm putting it over on the general rental. Under children's videos, it's saying that there was 1,070. And for the total number of videos that they have for sale, it's represented by 1,225. Okay, so the top 2 are just rentals. The bottom one is for videos for sale. This is actually already your equation. They already gave you your 3 equations. This being your first, this being your second, and this being your third. You just have to pick your variables and write it out. So I'm just going to use these variables to make life easy for us. C, D, and A. Comedy, drama, and action. So if I want to create these equations, there's just one important thing you got to remember. When you have percentages, you can't write them out as percents when you go to solve it. So you have to make sure you change it to a decimal. So when I go to write out this first equation, it's not going to be 55%. It's going to be 0.55C. And then I'm going to add on 0.65D. And then I'm going to add on 0.60A. And that's going to total out to be 3,405 videos. So the tables are a little bit nicer, because as long as they give you that table, you know what each variable is going to represent for each one. Next one, I got 0.25C plus 0.10D plus 0.20A is equal to 1070. And then the very last one is going to be 0.20C plus 0.25D plus 0.20A. And that's 1225. Wow, my iPad has really been acting up. Drawing random lines 3 pages down apparently. And I can't erase it. That's great. Whatever. Now it wants... Oh my gosh. Alright. That's it. So as far as that lesson goes, I just wanted to make sure that you can pull out the information from a word problem. If you were to look at the homework, you guys should see, like, the very first one, I did give a word problem. It's talking about areas. That one's not going to be a 3x3. It's going to be a 2x2. And it's talking about the area of a square. So you just have to remember the area of a square is length times width, and there's 2 of them, so you have to create the 2 equations. 2 is a 3 by 3, so you're just going to go through, you're going to solve it out just like we did yesterday. You can use the calculator to check to see if your answers are correct. 3 is actually creating your 3 equations, so make sure you use a key to identify the variables. Make sure you do your let statement. And then number 4 is just going to be an area one again, and it's wanting you to find the dimensions. I suggest for number 4 to draw a picture because it might make it a little bit easier for you. As far as tomorrow goes, I am not going to be doing a lesson for you guys. I'm going to give you guys the day off as far as lesson goes so everybody can get caught up on any work that they could possibly owe. If you already are good with the work, then you don't have anything to worry about. If you guys want to email me any questions, feel free to do so. I think I'm still going to be doing office hours at 1 o'clock. I don't know if you guys have anything else going on around that time, but 1 o'clock I normally do homework help. That is on Zoom. I'll send out a remind with the Zoom link again if anybody needs it. And I guess I have to start making it password protected too. So when I go to send out the remind, I'll make sure to include the link and the password so you guys can get in if you are interested. If not, like I said, just take a picture, email it to me. That's what a lot of you guys have been doing anyways. Okay? If you guys don't have any questions for me, I'm just going to leave it on that note. Yeah. So I hope you guys all have a great evening. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you guys tomorrow. And we'll get back at it next week on Monday. All right? I will see you all very soon. Adios.